Hey everyone, and welcome back. So in our last conversation, we talked all about why your body kind of fights back when you try to lose weight. Today, we're going to dig into something really important, especially with all the new weight loss medications out there. We're asking, when that number on the scale drops, what are you actually losing?
I mean, it's such a great feeling, right? You've been working so hard and you step on the scale and the number is finally going down. It feels like this huge win. But, and this is a big but, we've got to ask ourselves, what is that number made of? Is all weight loss really the same?
And that's why, to get a real handle on our health, we have to look past that one single number. We need to start thinking about our body composition. Basically, what's under the hood.
Okay, so think of your scale. It's really good at one job. It tells you your total weight. It's just measuring your body's relationship with gravity, the whole shebang. But here's what it can't do. It has no idea how to tell the difference between body fat and everything else. That everything else is what we call fat-free mass or lean mass, and that's the good stuff. We're talking muscle, bone, water, the parts of you that are metabolically active. It's literally the engine that runs your body.
All right, so this whole idea of fat versus muscle, it becomes absolutely crucial when we start talking about these powerful new GLP-1 medications, the ones like semaglutide or tirzepatide, that have become so common for weight loss. And look, let's be clear. These medications are, for many people, a total game changer. They are incredibly effective. But as we get more and more long-term data, something really important is starting to surface. A critical detail about the quality of the weight being lost is coming to light, especially from huge studies like the Step 1 trial for semaglutide. So you ready for this? Here's the catch. What this new data is showing is that when you're on these powerful GLP-1 drugs, up to, get this, 40% of the weight that you lose isn't fat at all. Let me put that another way. For every 10 pounds that drop off the scale, as much as 4 of those pounds could be your lean mass. We're talking about that essential muscle, bone, and even water. Now sure, you expect to lose a little muscle with any diet, but the really rapid weight loss that can happen with these drugs seems to make it much more significant.
So the big question is, what's the big deal? What happens when we lose that much muscle? Well, it can actually lead to this condition that sounds like a total contradiction. It's a real paradox that we're seeing more of.
It's called sarcopenic obesity. And what that means is you end up in a situation where, you might look thinner, your BMI might even drop into the normal range, but your body is actually functionally weaker. You've essentially lost your metabolic engine. And when that happens, your resting metabolism takes a nosedive, which, as you can imagine, makes keeping the weight off in the long run incredibly difficult. And this is a serious concern. Dr. Elena Rostova, who's a researcher at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, put it perfectly. She said, we're walking a tightrope. Her exact words were, if you prescribe these drugs without simultaneously prescribing physical movement, you are absolutely accelerating physical frailty. Wow. So we're basically risking trading one health problem for another. Losing the fat is great, for sure, but not if it costs us our strength and our vitality. Okay, so all of this might sound a little scary, but I don't want you to feel discouraged. This is not a reason to panic. Actually, it's a reason to get smart and strategic. This knowledge is power, because the science is super clear on what we can do to protect that precious muscle and make sure we're building a body that's not just smaller, but truly healthier and stronger. Dr. Rostova actually has a great name for this proactive approach. She calls it the metabolic brake. It's like you're telling your body, hey, this muscle tissue is essential. Don't get rid of it. And the best part? It all boils down to 2 really straightforward, non-negotiable strategies. First up, protein. You have got to give your muscles the fuel they need. The research is really solid here. A higher protein intake is absolutely key to holding onto that lean muscle while you're losing weight. We're talking somewhere in the neighborhood of 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein for every kilogram of your body weight. Just think of it like this. You're giving your body the raw materials, the building blocks it needs to keep your muscles strong. And number 2, you've got to use those muscles. You have to give them a reason to stick around. Resistance training sends this incredibly powerful signal to your body that says, hey, we need this muscle, keep it. And listen, this does not mean you have to go out and become a professional bodybuilder. Not at all. It could be as simple as body weight exercises like squats and push-ups, or using resistance bands, or lifting some weights. The most important thing is just to challenge them. So, when you put it all together, what does this really mean? It means we need to completely redefine what success looks like on a weight loss journey. It's time to shift our focus away from that one lonely number on the scale and start looking at the bigger picture of our health. And really, if there's one thing you take away from our chat today, let it be this. The goal isn't just to be lighter, it's to be stronger. True long-term health isn't just about shrinking, it's about becoming more functional, more capable, more resilient. It's not measured by what you lose, but by the strength you hold on to and build for the rest of your life.
This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice or create a doctor-patient relationship. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your treatment plan.
Visit AnchorWellPress.com for evidence-based health tools designed to support your wellness journey.